And welcome back to Square Off. We are just days away from the start of early voting, and Arizona elections officials are grappling with a stunning revelation that 218,000 longtime registered voters never had their citizenship properly documented under a 2004 state law. The story broke 2 weeks ago. It has spawned wild conspiracy theories and at least one lawsuit. And until now, there's been no solid explanation for how it happened. Jen Fifield, elections and voting reporter for the nonprofit votebeat.org, has been digging into the cause of what's been described as a computer glitch. And Jen, you found that wasn't the cause.
Well, at first we're talking about a coding glitch in the way that you get your driver's license, the way they code that. Now we're talking about how historically people who've lived here for a long time have been coded in the MVD system as citizens when they never proved it.
So what was the key turning? Before we get to the cause, let's get to the key turning the law. It's kind of complicated and hard to explain, but folks, before 1996, they never had to document their proof of citizenship.
To get a driver's license, right. After that, they did. In 2004, the legislature comes and says, well, to vote in state and local elections, you're going to have to give us that proof from now on if you haven't registered to vote yet. And so we have this group of people from 1996 now registering to vote that should have been providing this citizenship, but were not.
Okay, so it didn't happen. We were told it was a computer glitch. You found something much broader.
Yes, so the MVD made a decision in 1996 to code everyone before 1996 as citizens without having the proof of citizenship. I have some theories on why that might have happened, but what it did was it affected everyone that registered to vote after 2004. So these are people that are about 42 to 60 that still have their driver's
60
license.
plus,
yeah.
A long-time Arizona voters. So let's underline this. MVD, Motor Vehicles Division, listed everybody in 2004, 2005 actually when the law started, as citizens.
As citizens, correct, yes. And that could have ramifications on other things like public benefits, but maybe not if they have they're proving that in other ways. So basically what we're looking at now is, especially for voting, these people not starting in November. If you're on this list right now, you do not have to do anything till after November. They need to provide documents to vote.
Yeah, so again, if you're one of the 218,000, you may not even know it.
No,
you probably don't know it. Right. They're going to vote the full ballot anyways. I want to just go back a step. It might seem odd to folks that we're talking about the Motor Vehicles Division. What does that have to do with voting? Well,
basically to verify citizenship, county election officials have been using driver's licenses post-1996. And if you had this pre-1996, they were supposed to still be checking. So they were supposed to get other documents.
So this goes back to 2004, 2005, when it all started after a voter-approved law in 2004 required documented proof of citizenship. How did this go on for so long and nobody noticed?
I think it was because MVD may not have realized the implications of how it coded people, and also election officials can't see into their system. So they're just getting the driver's license information, and no one really is questioning the other.
Wow, that is mind-boggling. I'll bring up the word audit, which has some negative connotations here. You would think there would have been some kind of audit along the way of whether this was all working?
Yeah, you would think so. I think MVD, has always thought of itself as, what do you need to drive, right? You need to see and you need to be a certain age. They don't really, so much want to look at if you're a citizen or not, or they have to under the law, but maybe they don't, that's not a focus.
So this all comes at the worst possible time, right, as the election is getting underway. There is a lot of misinformation out there about what happened here in Arizona, suggesting this was a plot. What have you seen, and take a moment just to debunk some of it?
Well, first of all, Arizona is the only state that requires this proof of citizenship to vote in local and state elections. And so in every other state, you just have to attest to your citizenship. And I think that's what people are missing here. These people all attested to their citizenship. They're all been here since before 1996. Everyone, including the Republican Party, at first agreed most or all are probably citizens.
And attesting means under penalty of perjury.
Yeah, you could be deported, yes.
You could be deported if you're lying. Okay, one lawsuit has been filed. By whom, and are more to come?
These are allies of Donald Trump's, who started an organization called America First Policy Institute. They are asking for the list of everyone on this list. Now, the Secretary of State's office is saying, no way, we're not going to give you that. You know, this could lead to harassment of these voters. What I see is after November, it leading to legal challenges if they do find people on the list who are not citizens.
Possible legal challenges. Last question, 15 seconds, please. Adrian Fontes said when he expanded the number to 218,000, there could be more. What do you know about that? Could there be more?
I think they're still investigating.
So there could be more.
There could be.
Jen Fifield, outstanding work as always.
Thank
Thanks
you
so much. You can see all of our Sunday Square Off coverage on our YouTube channel. Go to 12news.com/YouTube. That's our show for this week.